Hi Scorpio, I hope you guys are having a good day. This is going to be a timeless reading for you, so whenever you see this is when you need to hear it. You can apply it to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, south node, or any other dominant Scorpio placement that you might have. It could be a planet conjunct like your sun or another sign and things like that. I like to clarify just because I feel like some people really only focus on their big three, and that might make you overlook some good messages. So anyway, Scorpio, today I'm going to focus on just what you need to hear at this time. I'm going to split this reading into 3 sections. So general advice, love and relationships, and then career and finance. So starting with general, I'm going to use my surrender oracle deck, and this might be things you need to let go of, accept, surrender, etc. So let's get started. I'm just going to pull a few cards from each deck. Let's see here. This is going to be for Scorpio spirit. What does Scorpio need to surrender at this time? Surrender your fear of change and surrender to play. Let's get one more card for Scorpio, please. Surrender your need to always be right. You have a lot of yellow here. Yellow energy. Makes me think of the solar plexus, confidence, and like social energy, connecting with others, play, like what's here, pleasure. It could also be sacral, kind of orangey, golden, sacral chakra, solar plexus, those two. But anyway, I say that because it does feel like you guys could have some blockages right now that you need to work through. This is obviously the surrender oracle, so it kind of immediately points to the things that are kind of maybe standing in your way or are working against you. This first card, being surrender your fear of change, says the universe is reminding you that you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So you guys may need to go on some kind of journey or take some kind of like leap of faith, initiate a step forward, because I feel like you guys are moving in a different direction or you're being called to. This can be regarding traveling, moving to another state or country. It just feels like you're going on some kind of journey. It could just be starting something new as well, a new business idea or whatever, but you guys are hesitating and it feels like you're holding on to old things, outdated things that might be familiar and comfortable, but aren't really helping you live up to your potential. And I feel like you guys have a lot of dreams, like what if, and shoulda, coulda, wouldas even. You want to try to avoid making any more, basically. And for a lot of you, actually, I feel like you're meant to take some time and maybe write out a list of the things that you've neglected in the past, like unfinished projects. For you guys, I feel like there's a lot, because Scorpio, you guys have a lot of ideas. I think you guys are kind of like Geminis in that sense. A lot different in a lot of ways, but also very similar with how many ideas, how many thoughts you guys have, how perceptive you guys are. And so you probably have a lot of ideas that you have yet to tend to, or you never got to, or didn't have time or energy for. And I'm actually hearing that there's like potential in some of those forgotten projects. So some of you guys might want to see what that's about. We are going to be entering a Mercury retrograde. This is a timeless reading, so you could be, seeing it at a different time when we're going to enter a different Mercury retrograde, since there are 3 in a year. But we're going to be entering a Mercury retrograde in Aries. I am recording this in March, so whenever you do see it, it does feel like you may need to make sure that you're not neglecting those projects. Make sure that you're really seeing the potential in those projects. Make the most of what you have is basically what I'm hearing for some of you guys. And that's almost like a little sidebar, because it's not really coming up so much in these cards. I just think that you guys are overthinking a lot, and that could also be why you're not finishing things or following through, because you guys could definitely be in survival mode right now. With the surrender to play, it says, take a break from overthinking a goal, do something fun, play as a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So there is a need for you guys to kind of relax a bit, go do something that's fun, that's gonna spark inspiration or joy. and just get out of your head. You know, I think that will also help you guys kind of like realize what you need to act upon, or just feel more confident, more comfortable. The play feels like it could also be going and spending time with people. Some of you guys, I'm kind of sensing isolation, like you've been spending a lot of time on your own. And so that could be why you're in your head, you know, ruminating. Scorpios, you can do that. So go spend some time with people, go hang out with your friends, or make plans or something. I think that even you can end up having like a conversation with someone or an interaction with someone that's gonna shift your perspective or give you inspiration, or like that aha moment that you needed, that breakthrough that you needed. So with that being said, the next card you have is surrender your need to always be right. So let others be right. Other people likely do have advice to offer you. So sometimes you guys may tend to be like combative, or like immediately like, well, this is how I feel. And I think that there is merit in what other people have to say to you at times. So try to be a little bit more open-minded to that. And that could even be why you're meant to go and spend time with people. Because it's like you guys may try to like handle everything on your own, process everything on your own. And that's not always healthy, and it's not always productive. Different perspectives are really important. And that's where I feel you and Gemini are different, where Gemini can be a little bit more receptive to those different perspectives than you guys. Especially in regards to peers and things like that. You guys are just observers, but you know, you can be a little bit more slow to accept what people have to say. And it's not about just owning it, because you don't have to agree with everyone. It's just about being open to different opinions. It's like not arguing, not shutting people down, not being dismissive when someone does try to share their opinion. Just knowing like you can feel how you feel, you can agree to disagree, but you can still honor people's truth, you know, as well as your own. So it says surrender your need to always be right, give others the gift of letting them be right, be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So this definitely seems like it could be an issue within your relationships, communication. For you guys, I do feel like self-sabotage is the biggest message that I'm getting from these surrender cards, and just the general advice. Beware of self-sabotage. You guys potentially need to talk to someone as well. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm picking up on like a therapist, or even someone like me, like getting a reading, getting like advice from someone, even like an elder. Your inner child feels like it's kind of struggling a bit, to be honest, and there's something you need to do to make a change and allow that like free-spirited, light-hearted energy to enter your life a bit more. So go do something to honor your inner child, paint, play, go to the park, just do something that is going to ground you in that like youthful energy, in that free-spirited, just getting out of your head and enjoying the moment kind of vibe, you know? That's what you need, Scorpio. So let's move on to love and relationships for you guys and see what you need to hear. Spirit, this is going to be for Scorpio. Love and relationships for Scorpio. 3 cards flew out, and the first one was denial. So it does say detach with love to clearly see the truth. You guys could be lying to yourselves about something, or not being honest with yourselves about something. I'm hearing like not being honest with yourself, and therefore not being honest with other people as well. So I feel like you need to look at things objectively, because right now it almost feels like you guys are in a relationship or dealing with someone that you don't actually want to be with, and you could be almost convincing yourself whether this person looks good on paper, or it's like, oh, my parents like them, or my friends like them, or like we look good to, like, it really feels almost like shallow. And so I don't know, I would say if you've been feeling like things are off, or something's off, or like you need your space, or you need to figure things out, like figure out what you really want. What is that song? I was just hearing that song by Donald Jones. Let my baby girl a message that I be coming home, rather be alone. but she don't truly understand me, so I'd rather leave than to cheat. It was 11:11 on the time when I was just singing that a second ago. If she gives me time, I could be the man she needs, because there's a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. It's need some time to be alone, because when you hunt someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, I feel so sad now that I wanna leave where wanna be. That's what it's called. Wanna Be by Donnell Jones. That's how I feel that some of you guys are feeling right now about your relationship. You need some time to figure out where you want to be, and you need to be honest with yourself and others about the fact that this relationship isn't really what you expected, or it's just not satisfying you at this time. With boundaries here as well, so denial. And then boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. It shows like there's a need to step back or walk away or tell someone how you feel, get this off of your chest. It could be denial in regards to other things as well. I'm trying to think of other examples, but I feel that you guys will know when you see this card and you hear what I'm saying. It just feels like it's denial in regards to someone, like not seeing something clearly or not wanting to see someone clearly, kind of wanting to see the good in someone or only focusing on the good, despite, you know, you repressing a lot of, like, whether it's frustration or resentment or disappointment for some of you guys. It feels like there's just like a lack of mutual understanding, and it feels very disconnected, like two people who are just not communicating. So keep that in mind. Integrity is here as well, so it definitely feels like making sure that you're aligning with people who really feel like a fit to you and aren't just in your life because it's convenient, again, like on paper or financially or for your image or something. I don't know, Scorpio. But integrity says, does the situation align with your values and morals? Because it feels like it doesn't. So make sure that a situation aligns with your values and morals. Don't compromise, you know, what it is that you believe or what it is that you want for a connection, you know, because you guys could be sacrificing true love, or like for some of you, I actually just heard you could even be choosing, you know, this person over true love, or like a more superficial connection over true love. So keep that in mind as well. And you've been in denial about that. It could even be denial about your own actions or your own behaviors, your own patterns. So, yeah, self-sabotage, definitely big here. I'm gonna move on and go to career and love, but it definitely just feels like right now there's a need to open up and be like completely transparent, Scorpio. So moving on to career and finance. I feel like I said career and love earlier. I realized I said that in another reading. I was like, career and love. If I said that, I meant career and finance. But this is gonna be for Scorpio spirit. I'm using my creativity oracle deck. Anything else? Okay. So you got cooperation, and it says your goal can benefit from surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And it's crazy because it's kind of what I was just saying. It's like there's a need to recognize that things kind of feel off with that integrity. Does it align with your morals and values? You might be afraid to like admit that, you know, that you want more, or that you're like not satisfied, that you feel that something's missing. It really feels like it's related to your ambitions as well. Say some of you guys just are thinking bigger than your person or the people around you. And so you kind of want to go off and do your own thing, and you should. That person on the horse and that fear of change card was like on a solo journey. And so there could be fear in leaving people behind or ending certain relationships. But I think that you guys owe it to yourself to see what is out there. So stuck is also here, and it says you may be stuck because you're overly attached to a method or a piece. You guys are fixed signs. I was just gonna say it feels like you're stuck in a lot of ways because you're holding on to things that used to work for you but aren't working anymore, and so there's a need to realize that. Work on that fixed energy, recognize that it doesn't always help. It can kind of translate as stubbornness sometimes and create those blockages that I was talking about. So be more adaptable, be more flexible. And then preparation is here as well. And it says, luck comes most often to the person in the place where preparation and opportunity and skill meet. So this is definitely about this synergy that you're meant to create. For a lot of you guys, I like that this card is the number 12 because it does make me think of the 12th house and like our subconscious nature, just kind of needing to pay attention to how we can absorb certain energies, or how certain, whether it's emotions or like energies, can affect our work, because it's opposite the 6th house, the 12th house. And so I think about how the 12th house can relate a lot to how our mental health affects our like productivity, you know? And so for some of you guys, I think that that is really important, getting out of the stuck energy, like doing something to kind of shift your energy, whether it be like, you know, organizing or coming up with a long-term plan or something like that. It feels like something to do with preparation, which that's the card here, but something that's going to help you visualize where you want to go and what you're trying to do. Because right now, with some of you guys feeling stuck, you are lacking different perspectives. So your subconscious mind, there are blockages. Like, you know, when people say limiting belief systems or like limiting beliefs, those subconscious beliefs that we have, it's from conditioning and things like that. I feel like that's something you guys also need to work through. So surrounding yourself by people who are going to push you and see your potential and want you to grow and help you kind of, you know, grow out of any of those self-sabotaging cycles you've been in, that'll be really good for you guys. So try to make that a priority, meeting new people in whatever capacity that might be, whether it is online or in whatever industries you guys are in, going to events, and just seeking out different networking opportunities, but definitely putting yourself out there, because this card says where preparation, opportunity, and skill meet. So there's a need to get organized and prepare and have, you know, a plan, and then also seek out opportunities and make sure that your skills are up to par. So that's why I feel like there's a need for you to pull your energy back and prioritize the relationships that are really gonna help you. Because I've noticed for a lot of signs that they've been getting messages regarding like boundaries, needing to like eliminate distractions in the form of other people. So that feels important for you too, Scorpio. Otherwise, I love that what I'm actually seeing here, preparation and stuck is together 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4, and I like that because it shows that you guys are moving in the right direction, but it does also show that there's a need to come up with, you know, an efficient plan and think about the steps, you know what I mean, that it's gonna take. Don't just wing it. Really think about, okay, if I want to be here in the next 2 years or year, 5 years, where do I need to be showing up most, you know? This is another thing I've been telling a lot of signs, is figuring out how you can be most efficient with your energy. So knowing where to place your energy and when, in order to produce the best or most results. So that feels like your focus. I'm hearing over the next month, whenever you do hear this, is when you can apply it. But always take what resonates, of course, since these have been general messages. If anything did resonate with you, though, I would love to hear about it, so feel free to comment below. Also, like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot more of these videos throughout the weeks. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers right now, so hopefully I can do that soon. But otherwise, I appreciate you guys. I will talk to you soon, and take care.